So we're here in Manhattan, pretty cool place to be doing a video, but I'll probably get a bit serious on this one, and it's all about helping you rehabilitate a muscle imbalance. Okay guys, so today I'm lucky enough to be in New York, basically in the centre of Manhattan. So I've set the video up so you can actually look at the scenery rather than have to look at me. But as long as you can listen to me, that'd be absolutely brilliant. So today what I'm going to be talking about is long-term injuries through muscle imbalance. Okay, so these aren't injuries like a broken leg or a completely like torn muscle or anything like that, where you are going to need surgical intervention. This is about problems that people have with certain aspects of their body, which basically gives them day-to-day discomfort, day-to-day pain, and is really quite irritating. And again, you know, I love shoulder rehabilitation, so I'm going to give it as an example as a shoulder rehab. So lots and lots of clients will suffer from muscular imbalance problems, and again, I'm going to use the shoulder. Lots of my clients do suffer from shoulder problems, and the most important thing with shoulder problems caused by muscular imbalance is rehabilitation. So this is one of my pet hates. When if I speak to people about how bad their injuries have been, how bad the week's been, it's sort of absolutely awful. It's been absolutely shocking. It's been keeping me up at night. I can't sleep. I'm taking painkillers. I'm having to take sleeping tablets because of the pain. And I ask the question, you know, that's really bad, but how much rehabilitation have you been doing on a daily basis? And they say to me, oh, well, I've had a really busy week. All the excuses flood in. Okay, so no rehabilitation has been done. What they're expecting is that turning up to a physiotherapist once a week, or once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks, having a massage with a deep tissue massage is going to sort the problem out. I can tell you now, it won't. It will not sort it out. The only thing that's going to sort out muscular imbalance is to basically balance the muscle back up again. Okay, so that is a long, slow road of rehabilitation which needs to be done day in, day out. Now, you can waste your money and go to the most expensive people on Harley Street. You can spend an absolute fortune on the best physio in the world. Essentially, they're going to give you the same exercises, same rehabilitation exercises that I'm going to give you, that the physio down the road is going to give you for 30, 40 quid. And it's down to you to do it. Okay, it's down to you to do it. And it is down to consistency. So once you have the exercises in place, it's so important to get that, let's say, that imbalance back to a state where actually the body is working and functioning properly. Okay, so it's so vital that you get that into your head that actually, if this is a recurring problem, okay, and you don't do anything about it, it is going to carry on like that. Okay, now someone wants me. So if you don't do anything about it, you don't do anything about it at all, it will not change. Okay, so that's completely put off my school of thought. Come back to you. So, sorry, chat to answer the phone. So, as I was basically saying, is if you do nothing about it and you don't address the problem, things are not going to change. Things are not going to get better. So, definition of insanity is doing the same thing day in, day out and expecting a different result. So if you do absolutely nothing, you don't do your rehab consistently, why should that injury get any better at all? It shouldn't, because you're not changing the anatomy, you're not changing the physiology of your body at all. You must hit the rehabilitation every single day. For example, if I want a nice clean car, I know I've got to clean that car to make it clean. Okay, it can't just magic it. It can't just be, you know, it can't all of a sudden be clean. It's exactly the same with rehabilitation and rehabilitating injury. If you want an injury rehabilitated, you've got to bloody rehabilitate it. Okay, you can't just palm it off to health professionals to do, unfortunately. Okay, so it's so important that when you get a set of exercise from a physio, from a sports therapist, from a trainer, if you trust in what they are saying, do it and give it a chance, okay? Because it will help. Okay, I'm talking from personal experience. I've been really suffering horrendously from my right shoulder. Big right shoulder problems, lack of movement, no sleep, range of motion poor. But I've been basically working at it because my physio said, right, you've got to do this 2 or 3 times a day. Okay, and now I can't afford not to have my shoulder working. So I've done it and I've come through the other side. Yes, it's a pain in the arse. Yes, it is a pain in the arse. Yes, it's hard to fit in. Yes, sometimes when I get home from work at 9:30, 10 in the evening, the last thing I want to do is shoulder rehabilitation. But do you know what? Shoulder's feeling good. So again, if you take one thing from this, do your homework. Cheers.